Hey y'all, what is up?
What's up?
We
It's
back.
Jack and Draw. He's back. I'm back. Hope everyone's doing well. You know what I mean? We need some intro music. You know what I mean? Like if
What
you
do you
watch
mean?
on regular television, the old sitcoms used to have like a theme song.
Oh,
You
I
know?
was about to make a super. I was about to say you mean like wrestlers?
Oh yeah, like wrestlers. There you go. They have an intro. What was like the coolest wrestler intro?
Stone Cold, bro.
Yep.
And
You hear the glass break.
come on,
Yes.
the glass breaking. Forget it.
That's pretty legit. That's pretty legit.
I'm trying to think. What? Wait, hold on. Who else? You know who's Stone? Who's intro? I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. Rowdy Pipers.
It's like bagpipes. I think at the beginning.
Was it?
Yeah, that's how you knew he was coming through. And then you had Hulk Hogan's theme, Real American.
Right.
That was legit. You know what's underrated? Jake the Snake Roberts theme. Like you gotta listen to it. We can't play it here, of course, because hit
I
us with
know,
the
right?
hit us with the strike. But
Yeah.
if anybody ever gets a chance, anybody watching this stream right now, yeah, when you're free time, check out Jake the Snake Roberts theme song. Nice, mysterious little synth ditty, not ditty, not Diddy.
Right.
No Diddy. No.
Hold on. Let me get myself situated here.
And of course, like the underrated theme songs from the Attitude Era, The Brood, underrated
I
song right
remember the
now.
Brood. I remember
The
that.
Brood had a cool theme song. They didn't last very long.
Right.
They were like just a vehicle to introduce Edge really into the WWE, but the theme that they cooked up was pretty legit.
What's going on here? Let's do some warm up right here. We were joking about what was it? Uh, Go Tanks. That was the joke.
Yeah, Sean's going to be drawing today, guys. He's going to be drawing live, to prove that, he's
I'm
not
not AI.
AI
I'm not.
now. Because that's the new thing now, right? People have to prove that they drew something now, thanks to these tech goobers ruining. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Colin. What's up? Power's
Colin,
here.
Colin Kaepernick. He couldn't catch enough football, so now he's got to like start his AI company to take away the one
Could catch
thing
a
that
football.
you know the one joy in people's lives is drawn to hopefully become as big as their idols. I'm just saying, I'm not bitter or anything. It's funny though because I really am trying to have like some kind of I'm trying to have an open mind about the whole situation, like the AI thing,
Mm-hmm.
really, because it's like everybody complained about MP3s and everyone started using it, and then everyone had to adapt anyway. The people who use film cameras had to go to digital, and everybody had to learn CGI eventually, and all this stuff. So if AI is gonna be part of our life, or maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be just a flop, like Nintendo's Virtual Boy or something. It'll just like be in the dustbin till
Right.
years later. But
Hold on. So,
anyway, we got Power is in the chat. What's up?
what up, bro?
Says WB supposedly outsourcing Looney Tunes content as well as the Tease Daffy, Porky, and Petunia movie that's supposed to hit theaters. Really interesting. You know what's interesting? I guess the first clue of WB's new direction
Mm-hmm.
was like their content showing up on other streaming channels because I don't know. After Disney Plus came out, like everybody started like seizing their content and just exclusively having it on their own platforms, like Warner Brothers Discovery and Peacock and all this,
Yeah.
and Disney Plus. But a few months ago, earlier this year, they just started like putting out their movies, like The Matrix and that what's that movie with Angelina Jolie as a firefighter, and then even Dune. I think the first one popped up on one of these Prime or Tubi or one of these places,
Mhm.
Netflix. So they're beginning to like put their stuff on free and the animated stuff. At one point, I think like Tubi had like a lot of the uh, DC animated movies on it.
Yeah.
So they're like, there's a lot of people not watching the HBO, the stuff on HBO. Because it costs a lot of money to save these things on their servers too. You know, they got to buy more hard drive space and like leave it there
Yeah.
in case someone clicks on it. So if they make like a bad movie or something or a bad series, they have to like house it there forever, even if no one's clicking on it.
I mean,
And then some accountant guy comes in and says, "Hey, you know, we could save like whatever $2,000 or something, whatever, if we don't like we just erase it off the server or something." And they're like, "All right, whatever." Or you can get more money by leasing it out to other platforms, so you can get some cash.
yeah.
So that's what's happening with Warner Brothers. You know, I remember they canceled some movie. It was that movie Acme. It was like the Wile E. Coyote was suing Acme for the bad products in court, and they made a whole movie about that. And then the guy David Zaslav, he like killed it. He killed the project. The movie's done. He just like says, we're gonna lose money if we release this. It's not gonna make the money back." They were like very sure about it.
He was trying to clean house, man.
Right. So it's sitting on a server somewhere along with Batgirl, the movie.
Uh, Brina's
Brina's here.
here.
What's
I didn't
up?
get notified. Brina, what's going on with your notifications? I have no idea.
You put the tags in, you put everything in.
I mean, you said you got a notification, didn't you?
I got mine, but you know, I got my notification.
Hold on, before anything, let me tell. I didn't even tell the platforms. Let's go alert some people, man.
Power, did you get the notification? Maybe the kids trying to call it the. I'm trying to wish on it. Maybe are the kids calling it the Noti? What an annoying name.
I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying that as a joke.
I am saying as a joke.
No.
The kids would make a cool phrase for the notification. No.
No.
Little hip phrase.
I
No.
refuse.
Little. No. Little.
I'm gonna let it.
Never. You don't want to start it. You don't want to start it off on the React and Draw channel.
No.
Cringy phrases, you know.
I feel like it's illegal.
You didn't get your cootie shot this month, you know. So. CVS didn't give you the booster for the cootie shot that you can't handle.
It definitely didn't.
Us coronating the new catchphrase of the notification known as "Noti." You don't want that to go down.
That's joint.
You're cringing up right now.
It's punishable in the court of law. It's gotta be like.
True that. What are you cooking up over there? What are you cooking up?
Posting.
Oh, he's posting. He's alerting the crew. So Brina says she really wanted to see that Wile E. Coyote movie. I'm sure the director wanted you to see it too. And it's stuck in a. How do you explain that to people? Like you just like have it on like your resume or something, and you're like, "Oh, I made a movie, but they said it wouldn't make any money, so they locked it away forever." What kind of gig you get after that? It's like, "Yo, you want to direct this episode of Gotham Knights that we're about to cancel in 2 minutes? Like, we can give you that."
Right.
I feel like at that point you have to give them just out of like some kind of respect, so you know they don't like jump off a bridge or something. Like, give them a job doing something. Like, you know, you want to direct this episode of 911 or something. You want to, you know, because this is pretty bad what we did to you. Like,
all right. Whoa, what's up? Give me a second. I got like weird. There we go.
Movies are so expensive to make. Like, it's getting more expensive every year. It seems like I remember like the CGI came out. They were like, "Oh, it would cost less money now.
Hmm.
But I think what happened is that since they can make anything in CGI, now they just make more complicated stuff, which takes more time. Then they got to pay all these artists and overtime and to render it all.
Right.
So like back in the day, it would be very hard to like the original Star Wars movie. They made all the sets practically and stuff, but at least when you made it, it was like still there in
Yeah.
real time, and then you could use it again for the sequels and stuff like that.
Right.
But now for like these Star Wars movies now, where it's all like blue screen, then you have to like render everything. You have to. I guess you keep what you render too, like in a 3D way. You can move the ship around and stuff like that. But either way, I guess you're spending money. Either you're spending money to build the set, or you're spending money paying people to render things to look real. It's like you're not avoiding the work. Brina says she just got notified.
Oh, there you
That's great. Now you can join the stream.
go. Welcome to React and Draw. No. Where is? Oh, here we go.
Power 900 got the notification. It's very good, very good. Massive Panda's here. Says, "What's up, y'all?
What up?
What is up, Massive Panda?" Sean is gonna be drawing today. And what are you drawing again?
I was about to start drawing my own characters. Drawing. Hold on. Facial reference. Drawing. Go tanks for fun right now.
Go Tanks.
I never drew Go tanks.
The fusion of Gohan and Trunks.
Go.
No,
10.
not Gohan.
Go 10.
Goten. I don't want to say Gohan. I had Gohan in the head for some reason today. Because I was looking up Dragon Ball superhero clips for some reason.
Oh. I don't know
I
why.
thought it was pretty good. Like I remember you said like some people didn't like it or something. I liked it.
I don't know. I was like, I didn't hate it. I just was like, for me for some reason.
I mean, what do you want these days? I mean, they had like big
Drawings.
fight, drawings. Yeah, drawings. Yeah, true. You want some of that, I
To be more specific, I don't mind CG animated stuff, but I don't know. I guess I'm very picky. Like if it looks like Advent Children, I'm just like, all right, cool. But they were trying to do that how to explain it? It's like that 2D 3D joint. And I think the only time I ever liked that was the sequel, the 3D sequel to Appleseed. Not the first. That's the first 3D one. The second one.
Mm,
But I don't know. That's just my own hang up.
fair enough.
Other than that, storyline wise, I'm trying to figure out where the heck they pulled that form of Gohan out from, because that kind of didn't make any sense. But I guess I'm just supposed to like rock with it. Like my man was out of practice for like mad years watching his kid, and then he's like, "No, wait, I got this." I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I always prefer like the hand drawn stuff. I even like those old movies. I like the movies that are not even canon anymore, like the original Broly one.
Hmm.
I prefer the old school. Like my favorite thing is watching like 90s anime. Like I just like type it in YouTube, and it's like everything feels very organic and stuff. You don't have to worry about 3D coming at you in a weird way.
Yeah.
But I didn't think the graphics were bad. Like I
No,
thought
they
it
weren't bad. It's just
I mean, I don't know, making it sound like it's like looking like Dragon Ball Budokai or something like that. On
I
screen.
mean, I came off of Dragon Ball Broly though.
True. That
Like,
is true.
and the animation in that was like ridiculous.
But why do they do it? It's like to save money. Is that what it is?
Probably, I would only safely assume that it's always to save money.
I guess it started with the backgrounds. The backgrounds default are like in 3D. Like they're using Blender for backgrounds like
Yeah,
default
sometimes.
sometimes. Well, a lot of the time, I would say nowadays. Not all the time, but a lot. You know why? Because you can just render the house one time, like in 3D.
Yeah,
Even like for scenes like even like a show that has like it has action elements like
yeah,
Spy X Family. It's like they all live in that apartment, so you just render the apartment once, and then they can have the characters in any angle of the apartment they want, and there's a lot of things that happen in that house. So you know, of course, you could hire people to draw all the angles of the house and then keep those frames forever. That's what, like they used to do.
yeah,
But I guess if you want like some crazy action scene in the house, then you could just rotate the background, then have them do all kind of stunts and whatnot. Massive Panda said drawing. No, we don't do that anymore. We do prompts around here. Get with the times, y'all. Sad but true. It's like
Not
this is basically
take
Sean
four
like
four
doing.
million dollars and pay them for props.
Yeah, it's basically Sean is doing like an ancient trick. Like how people like hand wash their clothes on TikTok and stuff, just to like it's like a way to get clicks but really we all use the washing machine now. This is basically what Sean's doing right now. He's like,
Yeah,
like how people like hand making their own bread and stuff instead of going down to the supermarket. That's sad. What I just said was pretty depressing. But
that's why artists don't be. Now I'm
we're
not.
just trying to we're trying to live up until the AI, learns how to correct the fingers and stuff and actually makes it look original. Trying to beat the prompt people, all those people typing in their
AI has
keyboard.
bigger problems than the fingers, to be honest.
Yeah,
AI needs to figure out panels.
if they need panel, they can't do anything in motion. Like they can't do anything like.
I mean, if it was like body horror, they could do it because I seen them. I seen some joint where like they just melding stuff into one, and it looks like crazy.
The funny part is it's gonna take people like type. It's gonna be like how they did with CG. Like some dude can like build the set,
Mm-hmm.
and it'd probably be faster than like hiring 100 people, 100 disgruntled CG animators to like create a fake building interior. It'll probably be the same amount of work at the end of the day. Once they go on strike, imagine these prompters are probably go on strike one day. I'm going on strike, and now you don't get no AI art.
A prompter going on strike is insane.
People in America will go on strike for anything. Eventually, these prompters are gonna go on strike in a minute.
I mean, are they hired?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Disney hired the AI task force. I don't know. Like they hire them to learn how to master the prompts to give you the right amount of I don't know, light bulbs on the Millennium Falcon or something. Brina says, I like arcane blue eye samurai aesthetics. You mean arcane and blue eye samurai aesthetics. We were talking about aesthetics yesterday.
Yeah.
And we were like, do you like the Eastern or the Western aesthetic? And it's funny how we categorize the Western aesthetic as being very undefined, I should say, because we're very
or
very defined,
super
but
defined.
right, or super defined.
Either or.
Yeah, we're becoming like worldwide known as a problem. Like, don't take influence from us because we create cringe here. Which is pretty interesting. Like, have you ever heard of like in Japan, like they created cringe, like cringe,
like purposely created cringe? I mean, I could say some things that they do are cringe, but it's like in content alone. Like, I don't know. Like,
you could say it's boring. You could say it's scary. You could say it's weird, but like cringy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a cringy.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a
Somebody
different
said like,
culture or
"Oh, the
something.
Japanese humor is cringe" or something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't
But
know.
like design and cringe, I don't know. That's
Right, right. That's what I mean. Like design wise, like statically in a photo. Like when the people were trying to art correct James Scott Campbell's characters and stuff like
oh
that,
my
like it's just
gosh, I forgot.
cringe.
Yeah.
But like just like the Japanese art in still form, it's like I don't know. Brina said, "Don't be talking about Dragon Ball Budokai." Well, I was just saying, like, if they made a new Dragon Ball movie, like something after, if they came out with a new Dragon Ball movie and it looked like the graphics of Dragon Ball Budokai from the PS2,
Mhm.
you'd be like, "Hey, what's this?" You know.
Hold on, I gotta go see what Goldsink's hair looks like. I
But
think he has a strand.
Budokai for PS2 was lit though. Like, it was lit.
All right, Goldsink's. What do you got
I
here?
just like saying Budokai. Okay.
Why?
Mikey Draw says, "Hey y'all, about to hop on and continue drawing on the train. Hop on the train. Hop on and continue drawing on the train." Oh, okay.
Let it be known that Makani definitely lives in the safest part of his state.
Yeah, because you're trying to draw in the New York subway system, with your iPad Pro or whatever. I don't know, man. Maybe they'd appreciate it, but I don't think so. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, if I wanted to, you know,
Test
go
your
for
mic.
different goals. Goals either being testing out my fighting skill or wanting to unalive myself. Then yes, then drawing on the train would be an option.
Test your karate skills.
Yeah, where like on some 80s joint, like
Yeah, just like set yourself up to get mugged, and then you whip out your karate skills
and
and
I say
shock
some
them.
joint like y'all not, I'm not stuck, like I'm not stuck in here with y'all. Y'all stuck in here with me, and then like
Yeah.
I just start doing that.
It's like Charles Bronson in Death Wish 3. He started walking around with a camera around to get mugged on purpose, and then the dude tried to mug him, and then he just, took out his gun, and the rest.
Yeah.
The
What?
giggler. He shot the giggler.
Which one was the one where he said, "Do you believe do you believe in Jesus?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, yes." And then he's like, "You about to meet him?" And then
That was Death Wish 2.
okay, yeah, okay, because that was gonna bother me. I was like, "Which one was that?"
I seen all of them. I seen all. Death Wish 4, the crackdown. He like shot a rocket launcher and blew some guy up. Like, it was pretty funny. Um, it's a movie. It's a movie. YouTube. It's a movie. It's not real. Let's see. Massive Panda says The Legend of Broly, Tree of Might, Super Android 13 are probably top three. Love Return of Cooler too.
Oh, Metal Cooler.
Yeah, those were cool, man. Those I like those movies.
I'm mad that Gotenks has. I tried to listen to here. That has Vegeta's like widow's peak. Like, does that mean that Trunks is going to go bald? Like,
You know, Master Panda says I enjoyed the SB Super Broly movie, but why did they redo the character in the first place? I thought the original Legend of Broly was so good, one of the best Dragon Ball films.
because Broly was never canon. None of the movies until what is it, movie 13. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, movie, because movie 14 was like was just a retelling of Dragon Ball. So yeah, none of those movies were like ever canon. So like they decided to bring him into canon.
and that confused me. Like, back in the
I'm
day. I
pretty
mean,
sure. I might be incorrect on that, but I'm pretty sure that was what was going on.
oh, when I get this extension, I'll be back.
Hmm.
I got to charge iPad.
The new Broly was a more sympathetic Broly.
I'm back.
All right.
Look at them go. Go tanks. Dragon Ball. Man, Dragon Ball is like a long-standing franchise,
Yeah.
It's been around for years, man. It's got to be like what, almost 40 years? Not
Uh.
really. Not that long, but yeah, man, a lot of sirens. Um Maybe about like it's over 35 years at this point.
Hmm.
If you look at his art books, Akira Toriyama's books, it's like this dude stay drawing like all the time, like every day, bro. He gets so much art content. And then the work he did for Dragon Quest,
Hmm. Oh, that's true.
some of the game art design was pretty crazy. And yeah,
Chrono Trigger.
yeah, Chrono Trigger. And in Mexico, that guy's a legend.
Oh, of course.
I read somewhere that in Mexico they had a big viewing of the Dragon Ball Super episodes,
Hmm.
the season finale or whatever, and the they had a like a I think like I don't know, they had it funded by the government, like a festival or something, and they decided to put that on the big screen, and they had like a bunch of people, like a sea of people in
Oh
Mexico
man.
watching it. And then the company, like I guess Funimation, or
Hmm.
they told them to stop it. Like they don't have the rights to broadcast this in that way.
Oh man.
And the Mexican government didn't listen. They didn't.
That is funny, bro.
Man, I read that on Twitter, so maybe it's not. But I'm gonna believe it's true. That's how much Dragon Ball love. It got the love in Mexico.
Man, when he
You
passed, that
know,
was everybody. It's,
over
I,
time he'll probably be recognized as like. I mean, he already is recognized in like people's minds.
mhm,
As one of the greats. But I guess as they get older, even the younger people get older,
mhm.
and the people of our generation move more into power positions,
Yeah.
he'll be known even like as like up there with like artists like Mobius and people like even like a cartoonist like Charles Schultz and people like that. Like Kuri Toriyama will be known as one of those
Yeah.
people. Right now, maybe some boomer would say like, hey, what are you talking about? He's not like the level of the Peanuts characters or something. And it's like, yeah, he kind of is in a way. Like,
When the amount of fame this man amassed.
yeah, don't be surprised. He is a cartoonist in the purest sense of the word.
Yeah. Hang on. Doing crazy things. My bad, y'all. I'm missing the chat and I'm here all focused, but
And he was a boomer too. Like, like that's why it's like sometimes it's like online. It was like boomer hate is the big thing,
yeah.
but boomers made anime. Like, boomers made Dragon Ball. Boomers, made Metal Gear. Like, a boomer made Nintendo. Boomer made Super Mario. Like,
Give him. I'm surprised they haven't found out anything problematic to complain about with Super Mario. They're like,
Facts.
but I'm sure if we give them some time, they will.
A person older than a boomer made Scooby Doo. We made in this generation made Velma. So I mean, what? A boomer made Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The later generations made whatever.
They unmade Star Wars.
Right? Yeah. Pretty much.
Whatever it is right now. My bad, y'all.
Power 900s. Yep, the original 13 movies were never canon to the anime or manga to begin with, due to the characters in the movies implied to be stronger compared to their anime and manga counterparts.
Right, there you go. Yeah, so they were not canon. So Broly was never canon. Cooler is not canon.
Brina says, speaking of, I'm going to put a video on Blue Eye Samurai soon. I'm just trying to figure out how to include fan art on my channel now with voiceovers and everything.
I mean, technically you have fan art, right? You have the...
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But she's trying to do with voiceovers.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry. Not paying attention.
Massive Panda says, I've only seen the original Death Wish and the Bruce Willis remake.
I did not see the Bruce Willis one.
I saw it. It was okay. It wasn't, Eli Roth made that one. Eli Roth's taking a beating right now.
It's over for him.
Yeah, Borderlines came out and it got like 0 from critics. A 0. It's got 46 from the audience. Apparently the audience is more forgiving than the critics. I don't know what they did in that movie to make them so mad. Like,
was it Batman and Robin levels of like, I don't know,
having a clue, What did they say in there? Did they say something you weren't supposed to say that triggered them or something? Because how bad can it be? It's like, I think if you get a 0, it means that the movie isn't even functional. Like there's no beginning or end or something.
You mean for these people, right? Because I mean,
bad
movies
like crap.
Yeah,
like total garbage. Like they'll give like at least like 20%. Like now it's up from 0 to 6%.
Well,
I mean, it's doing everything that they like. It has Kate Blanchett in it. It has Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. It's their favorite people. They're all playing, action characters. That's what they said they wanted. And I guess it's like, I don't know. It's very interesting. But anyway, I did see the Death Wish. I've seen all the Death Wishes. Death Wish 3, you got to watch.
Yeah, Death Wish 3 is insane.
Yeah, Massive Panda. You got to check out Death Wish 3. This is where like he goes like to I don't know, the hood. And he has to save the hood from this gang. And then at the end is like a big like free for all where he just like just take out hundreds of people or something. It's pretty. It was legit.
A war. It was a war.
Yeah, I don't know how to rank the Death Wish movies. That's pretty tough.
Okay, hold on. Guys, give me a second.
Wow, look at that.
I have to restart. Cool. I have to restart the iPad because it's doing this weird thing that I don't understand. It happens every so often. Wait, actually, maybe I don't have to do that. Maybe I just have to restart Procreate.
Brina says, also, Broly's original backstory was stupid AF. How do you hate a dude who used to cry as a baby?
Yeah, I don't know. The backstory made no sense. It was just like pure, like, I don't know. Like, need reason to make movie.
Massive Panda says, I prefer how in the original Broly movie, they were scared out of their minds of Broly, even Vegeta. But in the new one, it seemed they were just using him to test their own strength.
Well, in the new one, in my mind, the villains were Goku and Vegeta. No, not really. It's just I'll just like, especially when they turned into Gogeta, I was like, yo, stop hitting him, stop. Yeah, you won. It got kind of sad after a while. The effects on that fight scene were insane, though. Did this thing stop doing its stupidness? Like, are we good now? I think so.
Power 900 said movie DBZ villains will always exist into a separate universe.
And not connected apparently to another movie.
Yeah. Although I did like how they were drawn, like I love the animation of it, like the backgrounds they drew, like
Cooler should have been canon.
yeah, that was cool.
Peter says it was like they were beating up the special. No, facts. Broly just came through like moments ago. Used his unbridled rage. Here comes Goku and Vegeta. Washed them up the first scene, and then I guess Goku got a little hit up, fuse, and then they were just like, "All right, so we gonna test all these new techniques out on you, buddy. I ain't gonna hold you." Like,
Brina says R.I.P. Akira Toriyama.
yep.
Facts. Master Panda says Velma. I almost forgot that bull existed.
I mean, Velma got upstaged by like I don't know, good times.
That's true. That's true. That creamed it in the algorithm.
Did anybody even watch Velma season 2? Was it as cringe as the first? I saw 4 episodes of the of.
That's the thing about streaming nowadays. It ain't like the old days with like the Nielsen ratings. You know, they had these families and they had to report what they were watching so everyone knows what the ratings were. It wasn't a perfect system. It was probably BS and gamed
Yeah,
as well, but at least it was more indicative. At least it was like public record. Like we would know
yeah.
what's going on. Now they have something like that, but it's not as good. Like they have all these little independent companies trying to track all this stuff.
Hmm.
But in reality, it's the streaming studios that know what the numbers are behind the scenes. Like only like Warner Brothers knows what the hell.
I don't know, because remember first they were saying the acolyte, like, oh, it's doing great, and then like the show was over and it's like, oh yeah, the ratings were terrible. I'm like,
We said it
which
was
is it,
doing great.
guys? I'm very confused.
Same thing for She-Hulk. They were saying, "Oh, the losers," and said it was, all the cringy. The incels said it sucked, but it was fantastic. And now they're not making season 2, and it's like, what happened? Like,
I thought you
so it was
said
just like a bunch of cringy people that hated it, and you had a massive fan base.
you're never gonna get a straight answer from people, man. These companies trying
Can
to
you
say
imagine like
it's
Willow for Disney Plus? How bad the ratings were that they deleted it off the server. Like they
damn.
deleted Willow off the server. Like
I
that's
didn't even
that's
realize that.
crazy. That's a Lucasfilm property, and they just like deleted it from history. They could probably make another Willow movie like in the future or a remake or something, and just pretended that it never aired. I'm sure like people have it at conventions. Like somebody taped it. There's like one guy in the world that like hit the record button on their DVR setup.
Yeah,
But but to the regular layman person, regular average Joe, Willow does not exist anymore. Willow, you dreamt it up in your imagination. Can you imagine what 4 people served it on? You had to take up the space for what? Crazy. Anyway,
excuse me, sorry.
Rena says I saw 0% on the audio side on the audience side earlier for Borderlands. Yeah, they updated it. I think they try to hold it back until they get enough people. Or maybe it was legitimately 0 and the studio said, oh, we got a 0 from the audience. Let's get the interns to type things in. Help save it. But no, the audience is usually a little more forgiving than the critics at times. But
Yeah,
I still don't know. You saw like the first episode of Batman Cape Crusader, or you saw some of it and then you like noped out.
yeah.
You like quit.
I was
but
just like,
it
why am I
has
watching this?
it had 97% from the critics.
Mm,
Like that's what they claim it is. But then
yeah,
again, it's hard for Rotten Tomatoes because it's like some people don't have ratings. Like they don't have numbers in. Like you go to the individual ratings and the individual stories,
yeah.
they don't have like 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10. They just type out in words what they thought about it. And sometimes they'll say good things about it and bad things about it.
Hmm.
And it's up to like the people at Rotten Tomatoes to decide if that is a tomato or not.
I did not know that was going on.
You know,
I did not know that was going on.
I mean, if there
Okay.
was some universal standard of like you have to rank it from 1 to 10
Mm,
or like 1 star to 5, then it would help. I prefer 1 to 4 stars. If you can have stars, I prefer 4. It used to be 4 when I was young.
really?
4 stars,
I guess that keeps it simple.
5 stars. What's the fifth star for? Like what is it?
I don't know.
What
So
is it
so
for?
that way you couldn't like I don't have more of a
Super
median
duper
range.
good. It used to be 1 star was poor, 2 stars was fair, 3 stars was good, and
Hmm.
4 stars was great. And then was 5 super duper classic excellent or something. I guess because they want to make it comparable to like hotels or something, 5 star
Yeah.
hotels and stuff like that. So I get it. But I remember like Roger Ebert back in the day used 4 stars. Leonard Maltin used 4 stars. I'm good with 4 stars. Sometimes they get no stars. Like it was like completely like incomprehensible garbage. Like there's given no stars.
Damn, what the heck got no stars?
I don't know when they want to be extra mean to a movie. Like it's really bad. I can't remember what that could be.
That's pretty crazy.
But there's been no stars. Power 900 says Broly and Gogeta were implied to have created a pocket dimension while fighting.
They pulled a Superboy?
Kirby's here. Is that Hage? But how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's Hage. Yeah, it says it's Hage. Hey, what's up? It's the YouTube persona. Like I would call you. What would you prefer to be called, Hage or Kirby?
Oh wait, Kirby's Hage? Hey man, what's up?
How's it going? He says, He says, I have nothing to contribute. You have a lot to contribute. More train wrecks.
I mean, they've out Hage you, bro. Like they
Yeah, Borderlands, I guess, is the new train wreck. I guess like they got 0% on the critics. I'm like, man, like it's like he did something bad or something like that.
I'm like,
I kind of know that they have beef with him a little bit.
who?
Eli Roth a little bit
Hmm.
because of
Oh right, that movie where he wasn't he like clowning the environmentalists and stuff.
yeah, he did that movie The Green something, The Green Inferno, and then that was like the first blow. And I think Death Wish, they didn't like the fact they were making like a movie about Bruce Willis going in the hood and shooting people.
Right, exactly.
It technically wasn't he wasn't going to the hood. He did shoot like one hood guy though, like
Hey man, he in the hood. What I
in a,
mean,
yeah.
I don't know what.
And then uh right. I don't
You...
know.
All right, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing drawing this kid right now. Oh, Abomination AJ's here. What's up? Yep, you got
What's
it right. It
up?
is Gotenks. First time I'm drawing Gotenks. It's funny on my other art channel. Actually, I'll just get the video. I posted up my time lapse for Gogeta, which I will go get right now. If you guys give me a moment.
Massive Panda says, same. I watched the first episode of that new Batman Cape Crusader. I made it 10 minutes in and fell asleep. I'm glad I didn't die of boredom.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I saw it
I didn't
and
see it, but you saw it and then you just weren't feeling it.
yeah, but it's like I'm watching it just so I could go and go on Twitter or YouTube and have another not hot take about how it sucks, and I'm just like, I don't even care about doing even that.
But did you go in with an open mind? Maybe you would have been. Did you come in with an agenda, or were you going to give it a fair shake?
I'm gonna say this right now. No, I didn't come in with an open mind, but that doesn't matter because once because that's not what bothered me. The agendas are not what bothered me. I'm just like watching it and I'm just like, oh, you're right. Now you have to remember the last thing I binged was Jujutsu Kaisen. Now I'm going into some joint with 2 to 3 step animation, and I'm just like, oh right.
It's true.
I'm like, I can't even care past the animation. The actual content of it like is hardly even mattering now. Like they had some like mystery going on or something. And I'm just like,
Yeah, it's true.
I'm
I mean, look, I
bored.
wouldn't. I'm just don't being devil's advocate here because I don't care. I saw the trailer for it. I was not amused. I think it's like they think it's everything's 3D and very HD and 4K ready and Blu-ray, you know, standard, whatever. Like the Batman the animated series looked like it had more flow than this,
Yes, for sure,
had more energy. It had more,
for sure, bro.
now it's people hand drawing, like what Sean's doing right now, primitive practice of hand drawing stuff. And now that everything's like, 4K scaled and CG'd out and using flash animation, toon boom rigging and all this stuff, it's like, well then why does it doesn't it look better to me? Like why is it not
Yeah,
like how come the characters are moving like from side to side? They can't like move like in all different angles like they used to.
I'm just looking at this and I'm like, wait, I was like, yo, forget the whack costumes. I'm like, y'all want me to I got into like episode 2, episode 1, and then like partially episode 2, and that's about when I fell asleep. I feel like I need to watch it again or something, but I kind of don't feel like it.
And on this one,
I
you
feel
could
like it's a
actually,
waste of my artistic research time.
it is because like you could that time you wasted, you could have been watching another Jujutsu Kaisen episode, trying to get your art skills up to like a level of something that is,
Right.
worthwhile. It shows like how like Americans are like studios are like out of touch of what people want to see, like, and the approach to things. And in this one, like I was like defending the boomers, but now the boomers are here. Like J.J. Abrams and Bruce Timm were in charge of this project, and it's like this is what they came up with. This is what they cooked up.
They cooked up and it's like what I'm supposed to complain about the obvious, like, yo, they made Harley Quinn you know what I'm saying, hefty Asian and another orientation, and I'm just like, yo, forget all that. Like, I don't want to see this animation. Full stop. Like, I
Yeah, because Japan did their version of that, it probably be better
yeah, if
because
Japan did the same exact story, like the same exact story.
the character designs would just be cooler. Like, and it was just like it's just out of it, bro. But they think this is how they're thinking now that they want to be cool with the kids. They think like, oh, let me just take this old thing and then just cater it to, I don't know, TikTok's socio-political hot take.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're thinking too much. You're thinking too much in and not in the correct way that generates excitement from people. Like you got to generate the new hype, and America is not interested in creating hype as much as they are like, I don't know, invoking messages.
People don't know what the new hype
There's
is.
no dazzle
They
factor.
can't identify the new hype.
No, no.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I'm doing chicken scratch right now, but Man,
But it's just sometimes things just happen at the right time. They were in the right headspace back in the '90s to make something that back then was cool, and now they're just different people.
but
Like
but
they say, like you're just like a different person. Like sometimes it's like you'll just catch somebody like 10 years later or 15 years later, and just a completely different person.
by the way, I'm not getting at people who are making content about like the Cape Crusader. I'm just like, I don't know. It made me too sleepy to care. Like me personally, like I'm just like, I can't even form an opinion on this. Like obviously, I already thought the designs and the ideas were cringe, and then when I watch it, like I'm just like, I'm not even feeling this art style or animation. Thus, I the most commentary you're gonna get from me on it is whatever I'm saying right now. I like I'm not gonna I can't boot up like a whole hour long breakdown of like why.
It's something about DC. They can't get it together for some reason. They're all
No.
over the place. Spotty, spotty. Let me see what the chat is going on. They said we have Abomination. AJ says my boy should have been heroes following Say a Man. Now it's twin androids.
Oh, talking about Dragon Ball Z. I don't even know if this looks good. I'm just like still going right now. Wait a minute. I know what's bothering me. Hold on. I'd like
Mhm.
disjointed his whole freaking arm. The heck am I
Hage
doing?
says trying to make something good. Says F trying to make something good. Well, they're not gonna make anything good in the corporation, so
No.
we have
No,
to
no,
try
no.
and make something on our own. Which is also something we're thinking about. Like it was like it's gonna take like some, I guess, like people in the indie space to like come up with something and cook.
Yeah.
But it's like these corporations have so much money in like advertising and like algorithmic. I don't know. They're like networked in with the social media people and all this. It's like it's tough. It's tough to like get the ideas out, push them out. It's like you have to get an audience. It's like you have to have the audience first and then release it. It's like they have a captive. They have a system. The corporations have a system. They spend a lot of money to so you even know what the Batman Cape Crusader is. They had to spend so much money for you to like know what that is.
Well, the system is gonna cost them. So anyway, what's the
True.
other comments? My bad. Sorry, y'all. Said, bro, you helping me with my passion project. Your style is what I'm trying to use. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm actually trying to put together a style video for my other channel. It's just taking a little bit because trying to script it and all that stuff. But either sometime next week or the latest the week after, I'll have it out.
Power 100 says most people didn't like how Bruce disrespected Alfred the entire time, and no, Paul Dini was not part of the Batman anime series and run. I still know Paul Dini was part of the. Yeah.
Hey, I have an Alfred question. He was in the military, right? Am I incorrect on this or no?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's so many versions of Alfred now, but yeah, I think he was in the military.
Oh, okay.
He was in the military before.
Got you. I was just want to know because in the cartoon he was looking chunky, so I was like, okay.
Oh. Oh, brother. Come with these ideas. This is the best they
I
could do.
was just a little confused. Un poquito, a tad.
Abomination AJ asks, is Jorge Jimenez an inspiration?
Not for me, not necessarily actually, but I do love his work though. I
There
saw
you
that
go.
he did that cover right for the Ninja Turtles and what you call it?
Power Rangers? No, Naruto.
Yeah,
What was
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Ninja Turtles and Naruto.
yeah.
I think so. Brenus says love Jorge Jimenez. Yes, he did the cover.
and did
Master
not do
Pandas.
the interiors.
Yeah, he didn't.
I don't think he's doing the interiors. No,
Dang,
no, you're not.
fooled again.
I mean, if he did the interiors, it would be great. But unfortunately,
That's what
unf-
Mark Millar says. Like they're saying that people are gonna have to go back and like get like these
superstars.
good artists
Yeah.
to like actually like be on big name titles and to complete them. Like you know what I mean? Like and be on them. Like you know like you have to get Jorge Jimenez to actually like draw the cover and the interior of like a property that people know about. And for a few months, you know,
Yeah.
like a year, you know, consistently. They can't miss an issue or something, and then it'll generate enough
Oh, to
buzz,
like get it
enough.
back into consciousness.
Yeah, like and if you just get a writer artist team and just do make sure you do it for a straight year, you'll eventually gain enough trust and buzz with the audience that people will go back to the store and stuff. Because right now it's like comic production is very spotty. You know, they get a guy from, you know, he's living in a favela in South America to draw the comic book, and then you get it inked by like probably the same guy or something, but then it's colored by some other dude, and then like. And then he'll do 3 issues, and then you got to find some other South American guy or something. Then you get like a name guy
Right.
to draw it for like 2 issues. So it's like some kind of art jam fusion thing, like from like 7 different people, and then the writer leaves like the 6-issue arc and then bounces into some other guy.
Right.
So the reader can't form an attachment or feel like this is going somewhere in a singular vision.
Right.
You know, in Japan, it's just like, oh, who's in charge? I don't know. The guy who created it and just
The author.
the
What?
author.
The author.
Just the
The
author.
guy.
Yeah, the
The
guy.
one dude.
And usually they have assistants in all this, but but still, like the guy is still in. He's still in charge in some way. But remember, it was like, oh, Chris Claremont, X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Who's his artist? John Byrne. He had a run. He drew the Dark Phoenix saga. And issues before that, like
Yeah.
a long time. You know what I mean? And then he had another artist, he had like whatever, there's replacements, like, Paul Smith, and then, whatever, Adam Cooper, and they would draw for a while.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to the artists living in the favela, by the way. Like, that was not a dig at them in South America. Like, shout out to them because they can actually draw. Like,
No, that's a fact.
They draw really, really well. They're not distracted by, I don't know, at least some of the ones I've seen, like
Yeah.
some of it is looking pretty good nowadays. Like the artwork in they could always draw a grip. Like people in South America can go out draw a grip in the superhero style.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to the South American homies. I'm just saying, like, there's like too many rotating art teams.
Yeah, so I don't actually know who's drawn to the interior for Naruto and Ninja Turtles, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure who's in charge of all of that.
Master Panda says it's only a matter of time before the government passes a law that all studios must submit their character designs to the U.S. for the Senate to check whether it's diverse enough for production.
They can keep playing that game, they losing money. Hashtag
Yeah.
Concord.
Maybe we'll be in World War III and they don't have time to mess with our animation and cartoons anymore. Like,
Oh yeah.
Brina says, I said this before, but I'll reiterate. You can't, as a Western comic company, take an Eastern comic character and then follow your, what she said, dumbass Western traditions.
You can't. It's not gonna work. I mean, it's funny because I don't know. I wonder how that's gonna even sell.
Well, I don't know. I have to see the interior because I don't know who they're just drawing it.
And the funny part is, even if the interior was fire, would kids rush out to go get it?
Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But I don't know. I have to see the interior. It depends. I mean, you have your drawing right here. You're a man living in the West right now, and you drew Go Tanks. That looks pretty good.
Thank you, sir.
You know, if they gave you a whatever a, a Go Tanks one shot, I don't know, people might buy it.
You know, hope so. It end up, I mean, I guess it would be in this style or something if they
Yeah, I guess it's not
if
a.
if
People think
people.
about doing a stream of like, what is the Western tradition nowadays? What is the Western aesthetic? Like,
Yeah.
what isn't? What is Western entertainment? You watch the show America's Got Talent, only like what 10% of the people are actually from America. Like a lot of people in America, these young people are influenced by anime. I mean, America would just appropriate whatever they thought was cool and like integrate it within their artwork. That's all
before.
they before, and then say, "Well, I'm America because I live in America." Like remember, like back in the day, like everyone was like in the action movies, they were still shooting guns with like one pistol, like pew pew.
And then John Woo came through.
Yeah, John Woo, who's making those movies like Hard Boiled, The Killer, and then he had people with two guns at the same time. It was like a western or something, but
Right.
it was in modern times, and he was like at the same time, and that blew people away.
Yeah.
And then Hollywood said immediately, "Get this man here,
Yeah.
get this man here." Then they brought him here, and then it took a while, but eventually they had movies where that was the default, you know, for a while. And then The Matrix came out, and then it was like if you were holding one gun in your hand, you was like a chump. You were like an old man. What are you, John Wayne, holding one gun? You can't be cool with one gun. You got to have two guns at the same time, and then you got to jump and shoot with the two. Anything less than two mean you a baby. You're like a little baby man crawling on the floor, crying for mommy. But you feel me? Like it's like, and then that was it. Like, and I'm taking that. I'm taking that and putting it here. Like when Bruce Lee came by
Mhm.
and started doing like karate kicks and jump kicks and whatever, they stopped doing this old school fighting. This put up your dukes type stuff. Then it was like martial arts was like mandatory for like an action movie. Yeah, it was like that was it. We just took it, plonked it on, kept the car going. We just took it, put the ad on, add to cart. We were like the add to cart. I'm gonna add that to cart, and let's keep this American entertainment thing going.
See the problem. Oh wait, hold on. There's more chat. My bad.
Okay, let me go to the chat. Yeah, yeah, Bassapana said Dan agreed. These artists basically have a hit it and quit it mentality with these titles, 5 or 6 issues, and they're out. Nobody wants to work on these lame ass political lecture comics. This is also another thing. People blame artists, I guess, but like, I don't know how many people in the chat are artists, but like, if it doesn't really matter because like, if you are, then you may know, but like, even if you aren't, like, just pretend. It's like, how well would you draw if the script was, that ass? Like, like, would you bring your A game? Like, would you dip, from the series? Like, it's very hard, like,
Counter question.
yeah.
Well, not counter question. Additional question. How hard would y'all draw if the storyline was trash, and then the pay was trash on top of it?
Yeah, because back in the day, it was sort of like the pay could be ass, but it didn't matter because they would let you draw cool things. Now, if they're like yelling at you saying like, "Oh, the characters can't be sexy, they can't like do this or that, or there's not enough action in it," it's just like lecturing and people eating cereal at the cafe and they're not like getting into fights. It's nothing to showcase your talent or showcase things that would actually get you a larger readership or fan base.
Yes.
Then there's nothing there for you. It's just like your future paycheck won't grow. It's like back in the day, they got Rob Liefeld. They gave him like, when he came to Marvel, he was like, he did Hawk and Dove, and Hawk and Dove was not selling anything, okay? But he did his best because it had some action scenes. He could draw it however he wants. It was like a mandate to sell this thing, so he did good, the best he could. Then he went to Marvel. They were like, they gave him the New Mutants, and it wasn't Spider-Man, it wasn't X-Men, but it was the New Mutants. And they said, okay, make this into something, or else we're gonna cancel this book. So you might as well draw however you want to get the money up. And then he did. It was like a mission. Like, I'm not getting paid a lot, but when I make this book a hit, I will be getting paid a lot. So that's where he invented Cable and Deadpool and Domino and all these characters they put in movies and stuff. It was like a mandate. Like, it's like those movies where like the crime's out of control and they give the whatever, they say, hey, Cobra, or hey, Dirty Harry, go do whatever you have to do, but do it yesterday or something, do it now or something, and do whatever you have to do. That's how it used to be. Now it's like they give the guy a chance, and he's like, okay, this comic book is trash sales, and they're like, I understand. It's like, we can't pay you much, but it'll be okay. And like, I understand, because it's like, I'm gonna turn this around, right? And they're like, sure. And they give you a script that you can't change. It's like, with elements that you cannot.
Also, there's no incentive to, because it's not like back in the day where he's like, oh, I'm gonna change it and then I'm gonna make a name for myself. You could be the man. You could be the absolute man. Change the title, and then you will not get recognized for it.
Well, it's kind of weird because in comics, they're now bought out by these parent companies that become like these global entities. So it's almost like the comics are like, I don't know if they are, but they're treated like some kind of lost leader. It's not like for profit. It's just like something they put out there just to maintain IP.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was just like, we got to make this a hit or else we're going out of business. And that whole like going out of business mentality that it could happen will force you to like come out with, I don't know, the comic book equivalent of a Stellar Blade. Things like that. When the money's tied directly into your life or something, then you will drop your pretenses and go back to what works or find something new that works.
Yeah.
But if it's like subsidized by like some parent corporation that says, I'm gonna keep this forever no matter what, it's just like, then maybe you have less incentive to change. That desperation, healthy desperation. Brina says, you're trying to bring in manga readers. How do you think they're gonna react when the inside don't look like the outside?
That's gonna be the
True.
problem. That is the issue.
Kirby says, Hage, West is still marketing to kids? I guess. I guess so.
Hardly.
Hardly. I don't know.
Debatable.
Yes.
They're not. I had to think about it for a second.
Massive Panda says, Sabrina, exactly. Dragon Ball Evolution was a disaster, and I didn't waste my time on live action Cowboy. B-flop. Cowboy B-flop.
That is
nonsense.
Funny. That's a funny.
Funny
nickname for it.
Since the creators of the studios are basically creating stories to earn themselves high fives and pats on the back from their peers.
Yeah, that's all it is now.
One, you have to pay by the tweet, pay by the retweet, pay by the like. Well, speaking of likes, if you like the stream, like the video.
Oh yes,
algo. Let's people know that we out here. Sean's drawing Go Tanks for the community right now, and now Sean is lining up Go Tanks for a cleaner line quality.
Yep. Still kind of I'm still like keeping my lines loose as per my new style, but
I'm digging it.
I don't know why the line keeps breaking, but freaking iPad, man.
Brina says, bold of you to assume I draw it at all, Sean. That's a good mentality, Dan, if I was given creative freedom. Yeah. And that's how I remember it as a kid. I felt like they were like, yo, sales on Moon Knight is trash right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Stephen Platt, draw however you want to draw. You know what I mean? They're like, all right, whatever. I'll get the money up. Then they have like him drawing him super buff, like too buff, and punching people in the head like a lot.
But now they got ideas. Like, hold on, don't have him be too masculine.
Yes. And they're like, but I need money. You need money, right? And they're like, well, not necessarily. You know, we have like some shadow money coming from like some, I don't know, some secret society bank or something flow that we can. And it's like, oh, so we don't really need to like, be customer focused like that, or like try to chase down, the sweaty comic book nerd demographic anymore. We have exploration money now to go find demos that don't necessarily exist in real life, but we wish that they did. You're just sitting there scratching your head like, what?
Sitting there like, hold on, what did you say?
Because back then it was like a flow. It was like, yo, it was like John Byrne here. All right, cool. It's like, that's the style. Oh, wait, no, Jim Lee's here. That's cool. And they were like, what's next? Jim Lee's gone. What's next? Oh, Joe Mad's next. Oh, he's doing anime and manga. He's bringing that in. Great. I don't care. Like, just, I need money. Like, whatever they want to see, I print.
Right.
Whatever. I don't care. It was just like, even if they didn't understand it, like a boomer like hired Joe Matt out of whatever. He was gonna hire him out of high school, and he told him like, I gotta let you graduate from high school or something like that. And then the minute he was out of high school, he was on X-Men drawing stuff. And it was like, then he was like, it was like, whatever, I'll do anything. Just make it a hit. I'm desperate. Now you feel like they're not desperate anymore. Like you ain't gonna change now.
Mm.
That's why I feel all these YouTube channels are waiting for them to change. It was just like, Star Wars is flopping. Are you going to go back now? And then they somehow come up with some other money to make another $200 million movie or TV show. It's just, how do they do it? Like,
www.investors.com.
I guess, who are these investors? It's just like you look around
Bank of
and
America, apparently.
I
Or
don't.
was that for Concord? I can't remember.
The Dove Corporation as soap money is.
Maybe.
Remember they had they were trying to have the positivity, the body positivity for video games contest from Dove or
I love that
something.
commercial so much. I love that commercial so much. I love how like they had the uh the big girl in there, and then they were like, oh, she's drawn to the implication was that she was in a sexy armor outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And then she took off the armor outfit and said, "This is better." And then she had less clothes on, showing more skin. I'm like, wait, this doesn't make any sense.
You know why? Because Japan runs on like the system we used to, like Marvel and DC used to. In spirit, in the mind, they all had the same idea. They just kept going.
Yeah.
Like in Shonen Jump, they gave you like, I don't know, a month, 2 months to get your act together or something. Like
It's
they'll green
pressure.
light the title, and then they say, okay, we have like a survey system. So if the audience don't check the box on your thing or not
Mm-hmm.
enough people, we're just gonna cancel the series.
Yeah.
And it's like, even that system, they could be like, it's not fair, or you put my name lower in the card list for them to click on, or whatever, like whatever grievance. It's still a precious system to be like, you wouldn't even show up to the studio with some garbage crap like that can't sell, like something that is, you know what I mean? They go in there and it's like, I got to get approved. I got to do something that's awesome and cool and kinetic and stylistic to get approved so I could potentially be rejected later. That's how much the pressure they got over there. Over here is like, I don't care as long as CBR gives me a good review. I don't care what you.
Right.
I'll put up 40 grand to print this or something. I'm like, I don't understand it, but at least that's the mentality I see.
Hang on, give me a second. What happened here? Gogeta blew up on the other channel. This is a weird ratio right now. I posted it up like 2 hours ago, right? It has 2 likes and 72 views. Like, I don't even know what that means. Now, I know that's not a lot of views, y'all. It's a new channel, so it only has like 20 subscribers.
Yes.
By the way, if anybody who's not subscribed to the new channel, I'll post it up again.
Yes, called Digital Art Riots. Sean has create time lapses of his artwork there. You can check it out. I'm sure Go Tanks will be joining the lineup very soon.
Oh, for sure. I mean, people seem to like Gogeta, so I guess Go Text is next. Hold on.
Tanks.
Oh, here we go. Here is the link. Hold on, it's coming in. Coming in for y'all right now.
Right.
Boom. There you go.
So links in the chat.
72 views. That's funny.
Very cool. Let's see. Master Panda says 100% garbage pay isn't enough of an incentive anymore because the content is no longer good enough to consider it a good trade-off. It's so much better before the normies Hollywood invasion. Well, that was like the deal that they made in the 2000s. They were like, okay, I'm gonna like try to make the comics, I don't know, more movie like. I don't know, but they're trying to like. They're not pitching it to the customer. They're pitching it to the ad. They're pitching it to the junior studio executive that greenlights projects.
Yes.
So they kind of do a surface scan of the mentality of that kind of person. They usually graduated from one of the top 20 colleges or something.
It's very, when you're trying to like master things, like let's take art for example, right? Art and social media and what people want to see, right? Now, obviously, if you're creative, you want to do your own thing, and that's a struggle in itself because people don't recognize what you're, trying to draw. But in any other aspects, it's like, oh, do you want to do fan art? What I'm trying to say is, you have to sit there and research. What do people want to see? What kind of videos do people want to see? What kind of topics do people want to see? What kind of fan art do people want to see? And this is not just for artists. This is sort of like any content creator, which basically means that they're catering to the audience. These people in these industries don't never say to themselves, what does the audience want to see? They say, what does the investor wants to see?
Yeah, and in a way, it's like it's because they put up the money first. That's why it's like the content. What they call it? Because they get obsessed with the like the law of supply and demand. We have supply and demand, and they work like in some kind of synergy or union.
Yeah,
some give and take. But in the beginning, like when the product doesn't exist, like the demand comes from the supply. It's like you don't even know you want something till it exists. You don't even know you don't like Concord until it existed, or you don't even know, like to just make it out of nowhere. But they're clues to, basic clues before you make something.
Yeah,
I would think you would know before you start making something to know if people want it or not. But I guess for these, like especially for these AAA titles for video games or like these animations that cost a lot of money to make, in order to get the thing made, they need an investor. They need somebody with money. So they pitched a project to them. And I guess, I don't know, maybe the rich people in America, they're cringe in mentality now or something, or the producer people in Hollywood that sign the checks or send it up to the big boss.
Mm-hmm.
They have bad taste, or they don't have the ear to the grindstone to like what people want for real, like the youth and people who like these things, it's like they don't care. It's like it's just to a rich person.
Right.
And that person might not even like comic books. It's like Colin Kaepernick. Like some guy came. I bet you it's like he says they're saying he started this AI company, and he may be some like comic book fan and an AI fan, and he decided to put his loves together and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was some rich, I don't know, some tech guy who said, "I want to do AI comic books," and went to Colin Kaepernick and
And
said,
said, "Can
"Hey,
you
you're
sponsor this?"
rich.
Yeah.
You have money, throwing footballs, or I don't know if he still is throwing footballs or whatever he was doing. Whatever. He had money. He had at least $4 million or something, or he could get $4 million raised. Him plus him can get $4 million raised.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's like, hey, Colin, you want to do my AI comic book company? And he's like, I don't know about comic books. I know about like BLM. And he's like, well, we could do BLM comics. All right, now I'm in. Can you do more of that? Unless it's like
a comic book
this,
of
and they're like,
people buying
all right.
mansions.
Now the company's changed to be BLM Comics or whatever you want to do, but whatever it is, it has to be like a mix between what the money man wants or the partner wants, and then you go with the bankster, and then it's what he wants.
Right.
But like, it's never about, especially because people want to feel like mad comfortable while they create their stuff too. They want to be living like in the dope part of city while they drawing like their stuff and whatever some NWO affiliated bankster or something is like funding your life, so you're drawing like with the dope cable and the Netflix and stuff.
Right.
According to what, and in order to do that, you got to sell out. If you want something cool, you got to struggle. Like, oh, just keep that garbage away from me. I'm going to create something that the people want. But now people are doing things, they're crowdfunders and stuff, so they're trying to pitch to the people and stuff. But if you want that big money, that corporate money, you got to do what the money people say first, and then hopefully some cool stuff can come out of that.
And they won't, because you're dealing with the investors, and you're dealing with the ESG report, then you're dealing with the think tanks, like
right, and then
like
the
Sweet Baby Incorporated,
right,
then you're dealing
with
with
the sensitivity reader,
right,
and then like you coming in with some idea of like some ninja or something, and he's like, the ninja is like got guns in the back of his on his back, and he got swords and shurikens, and he's fighting some dragon, and it's gonna be cool and everything. And then
excuse me,
and it could be a team of people, and then you go in and they're like, oh well, that sounds okay, I guess. I want to get into comics.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, cool. And then they're like, but I want to teach people a life lesson about politics. And they're like, oh man, now I got to put that in my book. And
Brino, no, we're not talking about Black. We were talking about Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick's AI combo company
that is about to, give voices to those who.
Master Panda says the musty pimple face comic book nerd era. Those were the days. He put people in homes, man. He gave people a career.
Yeah.
He gave people a life they could be proud of. They built America, and then they said that his money was no good here any longer because of him being pimply faced. Sad. They wanted a more cool, upscale boutique customer, a cooler customer, a TikTok generation customer, an influencer class customer. I don't know. They haven't shown up yet, and like they lost the fans they wanted, chasing another fan that doesn't care enough.
Yo, fam, you're not gonna make fans out of people whose ideology is to say that they hate capitalism, bro. It doesn't work. Like, I don't know what to tell people. Like,
they're just gonna steal the comics on some
yeah.
Russian website or something. They're just gonna and say I'm a fan, and I was like, I guess so, but
also, Shout out to Alpha Protos. He's the 21st subscriber on Digital Art, right? Thank you.
Yo,
Thank
shout
you.
out Alpha Pro. What's up?
Now I'm sitting here still trying to figure out why Gogeta blew up. I don't. Let's see how much likes it has tomorrow. What is going on with that? You see that right there? Like where it's like, I don't know, doing weird. That's annoying. Ugh.
The one way you can get, I think, maybe some attention in Hollywood is like if you got to start, you got to be like you got to do something so mysterious that the actual thing you're trying to create is realized before they get there.
Yeah,
And then maybe then that way they're just like, well, I don't know how to do this, and he already has a guaranteed fan base, and he's already making money. So I'm gonna just let him do what he wants, so I can get some of that money.
right.
And I don't know how to do it, so I just let him cook. It's like you
Hold
have to pre-prove to them that you're better than them before they like, I don't know,
on.
let you
Before
rock.
anything, it is Thursday. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. So we're gonna do the showcase from Discord because I know it's getting late. I don't want to. But
Like
yeah, what were you
Skibbity
saying?
Toilet. I don't know. I'm saying like Skibbity Toilet, right? That guy came up with some wacky meme, and it's made 35 million subscribers, and
Right.
he's clocking like, I don't know, 10 million views an episode, and more than that.
That's
So
nuts, bro.
and now Michael Bay wants to pay him to make like the movie. It's like stupid, but I'm not saying like do that. I'm not saying that that's like what I would do, but I'm saying like they're not asking. Maybe they're not. They're not. I don't know if there'll be any political messages in the Skippy Toilet movie, but
I
he's at a position to say no to that. It's so crazy.
Yeah, because he's making bank off YouTube.
Yeah. Go Tanks.
Gold Tanks is here, y'all.
I'm feeling it.
For fun, he is here.
Venus says what? Yeah, Michael Bay approached him. His production company says you want to
Yeah,
make
yeah, that's the thing. We're not joking. Like I thought it was a joke when I heard it, and I was just like, okay.
Skibbity Toilet guys making a movie.
I'm like, okay. Um,
Yeah,
how,
there really isn't like an artist mystique anymore. Of like someone they don't know who he is. Like they hardly know what the channel is. It's just like they don't know who the guy looks like. Just came out of nowhere and like slowly grew organically into some weird meme. He's on like
Skibbity Toilet Guy's making a movie. Yes, he's making. They're using his IP with the power of Michelangelo Bay right now.
oh yeah.
Hold on, let me get this. Hold on, let me see. How do I feel about this? It's pretty cool. I think I need to move that one eye in just a little bit. A little bit. Hold on, let me do this because it's gonna bother me.
It's hard to be a mystery nowadays too. Like a mysterious figure on the internet. Like what was the last internet mystery? It was like what Poppy? That was like the made those weird videos like
Yeah.
behind a white screen, and it was just her in front of a white screen, and like the videos last like 20 seconds and stuff, and you're like, what the heck was that?
Right.
Now we know that, oh, it's a, you know, it's a singer and all this stuff, but back then it was just like, what is this? This is so weird. And they kept it up for a long time. But anyway, you're gonna put up the
Yep. Hold on.
so Sean's gonna boot up the showcase right now.
Boot
If
it
you
up.
guys would like to join the showcase, post your art in the post your art section of our Discord. The link is in the description. You will showcase your art on stream.
I gotta see when was the last. Wait.
Yeah.
When was the last time?
Yeah, Power 900 says the Skibbity Toilet guy. Yeah, he's got like 43.2 million subscribers and 296 videos.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't see that animation. Oh, okay. So this was the last part. All right, here we go, y'all. Showcase. Let's see what y'all got. All right. There are two pieces in here to ignore. They are mine.
What?
I was just posting the links to the YouTube. It's funny. It's like my Discord. I don't even know where to post my own like YouTube links for my art.
Well, post it there. It's your art
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
in the post art section.
Now we got Shaquan verse right with some
Oh,
animation.
what?
That's
Yo,
fire. I love the way it looks.
yo, Shaquan, you got the hair flip animation going on right now.
I can't stop looking at it. It looks like looks like I have mad frames.
Yeah, this guy was working hard in this. Or maybe it's easy for Shaquan. Maybe he got the skills to pay them
Man,
bills.
you just to do this would take me like I don't know 3 days without interruption or something like.
Looking good. All right, we got some arts here.
Oh,
We
was it
got Makini is
Makini?
here.
Yep, he's doing some pinup work, right?
Cool, very cool.
Let's get that.
Okay, is that an anime character? Or is this a
That might be one of his.
OC?
Oh wait, hold on. Is Brina? Oh, hold on. Is which one is which? They said Code Lyoko. I don't know if how to pronounce that. I don't know which one they were saying is. See, I'm ignorant. I'm out of the loop. I'm old, y'all. Shaquan versus I need help coming up with Shiruka. I guess he wanted some
That
characters.
was Jaquan versus drawing, by the way. That they were talking about that Code Lyoko.
Oh, okay, got you.
What?
It's Makani again doing taking it back old school. Y'all remember this? Pure pen and ink. It's pretty cool. I haven't worked in pen and ink in a minute, to be honest.
Dang, this guy's sketching.
I believe he has another one in here.
All right, what's this? We have Brina. This is
Three.
a TikTok.
Is it a TikTok? Oh no, this is YouTube. I would hold on. If I click this, I feel like it's gonna like throw me. It's gonna mess with my screen broadcasting thing. See, these are the days where I kind of miss the Mac. The Mac used to do this flawlessly, but you know, it's sitting right next to me right now. Actually, not. Alas, it is old. Um, Brina, post up. Wait, does it click in within the? Well, let me see. Let me see. I don't know if it's gonna drive my thing crazy. Oh, oh, okay. Never mind.
Mute it. The copyright on there.
Oh yeah, is this music copyrighted?
Jalen, you've been going crazy.
I'm gonna ask that before I keep playing. Actually, but said someone made animation out of my Korea's Kenshin comic. Oh, that's pretty dope. I guess this is the other one.
Nice.
I'm gonna check that out later.
You can click it and mute it if you're worried about the music.
I can't mute the iPad.
You can't mute the iPad. There's a little mute button on the video, right?
Well, I guess I could mute the desktop audio. We'll hear,
Yes,
but
you
no,
could.
we'll hear, but Brina said nah, it's not copyrighted music. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Then good. All right, we'll play. Based on Brina's artwork.
Oh snap!
24 hours plus editing.
Walking, I'm that dude, mean on the scene, mean looking clean, mean like
like the beam. I don't like peas.
Oh, this is all the editing
I
that he
do.
did. Hold
Would
on,
you get
let me
a
see.
clue?
Let me pause that for a second. That's a lot. So he had. See, yo, man. See, this is the thing that I was talking that. Well, that I'm thinking about, like animation.
Animation. That's the next
So,
thing, man.
and Dan knows more about this because he's animated more than me. 24 hours to do 7 seconds. I believe it. I believe it. This I was joking around this about here. By the way, if anybody knows the My Hero Academia spoilers, don't post it. I know what it is, but I was joking that I can't finish this now. I probably will finish it anyway because it kind of be funny.
Peep it, yo. Peep
Yeah, but
Sean's
we ain't here to
joint.
look at my stuff. Y'all see this
Oh, we are
already.
here to look at your stuff. Look at this.
Oh, let me put a on that.
This ain't an anime forum back in 2009 with the humble. You gotta like show your stuff now in the 2024. You gotta.
Well, this was my idea. It's just Yuji from you know, Jujutsu Kaisen teaming up with Deku. I got the idea because somebody had a Deku versus Yuji, and I was like, well, what if we did one where there was a team up? You know, the friendly version. Apparently, though, the internet consensus, the answer that Deku would win. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen, but maybe they're right. It is Brina once again with this Piccolo drawing fire.
Very cool. Very cool.
Typical Piccolo pose right there. This is a black and white version. Boom. Alpha Proto says My Hero's over, right? Yes, it just ended on Sunday, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. It just ended. We got Dante Crisis. I guess he commissioned this. Check it out.
Oh, cool. Look at
Got some
that.
Dragon Ball Saiyan vibes going on right here. This is fire.
I wonder what this is for. Does it say in the description what's it for? It looks cool, regardless.
It says an amazing work from Draftsman 79, which shows the calm before the storm and the introduction of the Angel Asa, keeping the name. I guess it's his own project. It's pretty cool. It's going straight to his Twitter. I'll have to go straight to Twitter and check it out. Makine's got another drawing here. Hold on. This is Lucy from Zenless Zone Zero. Now, I refrained from dealing with that game. Uh, I because it's 100 GB commitment. I did play a little bit of that's on the computer. I played a tiny bit of it on the iPad, and it was cool. The gameplay is very loose. The design is pretty dope.
And that's dope.
It's the same guys that made Genshin Impact, I believe. If I'm wrong, please don't hurt me. Yeah, this guy, he was trying to draw some stuff.
He did draw
But
stuff, and his name is Architect X.
yeah, there you go.
He's on some.
And Gogeta, which is now blowing up on mildly on the smallest channel of all time, which that's pretty cool. But yeah, there you go, y'all. That is the showcase. Thank you for submitting. I definitely appreciate it.
If you would like to submit your art, join the Discord. Link is in the description. Post your art, and we will showcase it here.
Yep. All right. So where did I leave off? Hold on. I want to leave this drawing in a good place before I get off stream. I feel like his eyes are not lined up. Am I bugging? I might be bugging. It's kind of hard because I drew his head at a slight tilt. So, oh, you know what? You know how I'll figure this out? Giving myself a line for the middle of his head to Please tell me I drew that another layer. Okay. All right. Uh. Hmm. Hmm. Let's
Mhm.
straighten out this nose bridge. Now that I can see what's going on. So who's buying Concord, yo? No.
Yeah, did anybody play that? Download
Yeah.
that? I hear it's popular.
Yeah. All 2,000 of people on Earth wanted to check that out. Jabam! What? You know what I forgot to do yesterday, y'all? I forgot to. Maybe I'll go back and do it for fun, but man, the YouTube comments on that on those Concord videos was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, they were. They weren't feeling it. It was
At all. At all. That's why I'm about to look it up on my next screen.
Dre Doso is here. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Dre? How you doing? Hold on. Yeah, let me look at DM.
Sean's drawing Go Tanks right now.
Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing. Taking it back old school. If I was really a clown, I'd like draw a sword on his back just cause. Yeah. This was the Amari trailer, y'all. If y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all remember that. That was the girl on the green. First comment says Sony just cancel this. This is embarrassing. Second guy says this game is the Netflix adaptation of Overwatch. These character designs are horrendous. Sam says, "Look at me. What do you think will happen? A heart attack? Yo, they're going ham. Like I don't see one positive comment on here." Oh, Brina posted something else. Dre, I've been working hard at the arts and the day job at the same time. I'm just all over the place. My friends are trying to find me. They're like, "Where is he at?" I'm like, "Well, if you want to speak to me, come live. Come on live. I'll be there."
Yeah, subscribe. Like and subscribe. And you can join the conversation.
Yeah, I gotta start answering back people's texts, man. It's pretty bad. Oh, Brina, hold on. Brina posted something else to show in the showcase. Give me a second. Give me a second. Alrighty. Oh, for an upcoming video.
Hey, there you go. Oh, she's gonna talk about it.
Oh snap! Looks like it's coming out pretty good. Oh, Miss Dre, I have a new art only channel. Hold on, I'll get the link. If you would like to subscribe, I just started it. I only have like 21 subscribers. But I just wanted to do something that was different from this live channel and like something that's more art focused, because here we talk about art, but we get pretty we could get a little random sometimes, So one day we'll talk about movies, next day we'll talk about comics, the next day we'll talk about how, the government said they discovered aliens and remember that, y'all?
We did a whole show about it,
Yeah,
and America forgot about it. And
we're the aliens. We're the UFOs. They mentioned it and then it never came back. They had a whole hearing.
took it seriously too.
Thanks, Dre. I really appreciate it. You're still doing Switch? You guys still gaming with your cousin? Yeah, they took it real seriously. They had the whole thing up there. Yeah, and we saw what that one guy's account. Do you remember? Excuse me. Said he saw like a red cube like come out of the water.
Yeah, he saw like a cube, a red square pop out of like as big as a football field. And then they took it seriously, like, okay, that was wild. They didn't like make fun of him, right?
Yeah, they were like very seriously suit and tie talking. Yes, and a big red cube the size of a football field came out of the water and it hovered above us for about approximately 120 seconds before taking a further altitude and zipping away. I'm like you not just gonna bypass this like now, like
That they did.
like we were you. Wait, hold on, you got to run that back. Like what? I need descriptions. Didn't one time they try to say like they found something and it was like yes, it was non-human pilots or something like that. That's how they described it. I'm like
Yeah.
and then like this is how you know like the Earth is desensitized. Everybody saw that and was just like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, fam, y'all been talking about UFOs for like decades, and now they
Facts.
confirmed it, and they're just and the planet is just like whatever, man. Whatever, man. Apparently, by the way, on some side note, apparently there's some universities, and especially saying like what they're actually finding is above human comprehension to the point of like that it doesn't make sense. So that they're thinking that whatever these things are like supernatural in nature.
Ooh.
And I'm like, did y'all
Beetlejuice.
did y'all just say demons and angels? I thought that was kind of funny and interesting. But anyway, yeah, side tangent. Yeah, the government never talked about the UFOs ever again. I don't know. Dre says, "Miss you, man. Glad I caught you live. Yeah, I miss you too. I'll hit you up soon as my work's been beating me up. Um, no, that's about it. Work's been beating me up. Which reminds me, I gotta get off here soon so I can get ready for the glory of life in NYC, where I try to dodge crime. Brina says, crazy that a man saw a Rubik's Cube in the sky and everybody was just like,
Yeah. No one cared. It was just
I
like,
tell you
oh, we got
what,
to get to the bottom of this, and they got to the bottom of nothing.
if they make another alien hearing again, we'll report on it again. Because I want to know what's going on. You remember the guy that made the fake alien cake? He tried to say,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we found an alien body, and it was just like cake. I think that was like in Mexico or something, if I remember correctly. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me.
What's going on?
Freaking go tanks right now.
Go Tanks. The living legend. Go Tanks.
Did Go Tanks even do anything? Like I'm trying to remember back. Like my man fused, and I'm like, did he do any damage, or did they?
So. I feel like he didn't.
Yeah, I feel like they did like a couple things, and then like got knocked out the game pretty quick. And then that was the Majin Buu saga, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Man, how the heck they have like Borderlands got just bad reviews
Mm-hmm.
that even like Take-Two or the people who made the game were like saying give it a chance. Like they felt they had to get those guys involved to say something.
That's pretty pathetic. This why I don't go to movies no more. I mean, okay, I went to the movies to see like Deadpool, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing is I cannot wait. You know, as y'all know, I cannot wait to not watch The Crow when that comes out. People can't even do a goth movie correctly, bro.
Yeah, they can't do a goth movie. They don't know what's cool. They don't know like what goth is. So they turn him into like gave him a mullet fade and put a bunch of tats on him and
Oh my gosh.
made him like a TikTok. Made him like Machine Gun Kelly, like because they didn't know what goth was. They didn't think anyone, no one's goth anymore, so we'll do that. And it's like I'm sure there's somebody being goth out there somewhere. It's like there's like still alternative music scene somewhere.
I
Like
would think,
I
bro.
would
You
say
know,
it doesn't look exactly the same as 1990, whatever, 5 or 4 or whatever, but it's still a scene that's out there
bro, this joint is
and it's
finna
growing.
have the wackest soundtrack of all time incoming.
Hell yeah. It was like even the song they had in the Crow trailer was like the biggest cloud chasing, Steve Buscemi, How You Do Fellow Kids song. It's like they try to have like, I'll get all the demographics. I'll have
With the
Ozzy
auto
Osbourne,
tune,
Travis Scott, auto tuned, and Post Malone. It was
you
like they
know
have
what?
3 people slammed together in a jam to try to get all the demos together, like all generations, all the. I'm like, stop it. All the demos, all the. None of them had to do with like what the Crow originally was, though. It was like 90s alternative rock stuff. They got like Ozzy Osbourne, like, a heavy metal guy who's older than Gen X. And like, I don't know, like millennial pop stars and rappers. And they're not goth. They're not industrial music. They're not alternative rock music. They're not alternative. Period. They're not even like the modern alternative people, like the people like the new bands like Bad Omens or something. I don't know, whatever the
Right,
Sumerian Records puts out.
right.
They're just like, I rap. I'm on the Crow soundtrack, and I'm like, stop. Know your
Yeah.
genre, okay? Stop.
Let's see. I'm gonna step over. All right, Dre. Have a good one. I will talk to you soon.
That's the thing. People don't know about music. Like they don't know that there's like genres of music. I know it's like tough now because they're trying to create a genre-less music society right now, except for
Yeah.
country and rap. They get to be the only 2 genres that are defined as such. The rest is like just pop.
I
There's no
wrote this.
vibe. There's no vibe. There's no exclusionary vibe. There must be an inclusive vibe.
Hold on. I'm getting feedback right here. Brina said, "Go take Scott Wash." Yeah, Power said he went Super Saiyan 7 and goofed off with Boo. Yeah, I remember that. Said in the movies he got one shot by a kaiju. Oh, that was movie 13. I remember that. Brina said, Gotenks got tanked. But what happened to Gohan was unforgivable. I mean, look, we not gonna listen. Gohan got redeemed in the last movie, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Alpha said in the manga, the fusion of Gotenks was a cutaway joke. He fused left in one panel and was back in the next panel beat up. He didn't really stand a chance until he went super. Yo, they need to put some respect on Trunks' name. I don't care about Goten, but like where's my future Trunks movie? Anyway, Alpha said, isn't the new Crow movie about 2 people who fell in love in a detox center? Yes,
Yeah.
apparently. Why did it have to be Eric Draven, bro? Like what?
There's like a YouTuber named Snarky J, and it's like
Yeah.
she's super mad about it. That's like her favorite movie. And she even had brought like some person who wrote a Crow book on the original movie to talk about like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
what the original Crow meant. So it's like people are forgetting, like, even though they're like young people, the movie's still out there and it still exists and it becomes their favorite movie, especially like goth people
Mm-hmm.
or Halloween or alternative people like who listen to music and stuff like dark music.
Yeah.
Not just a Billie Eilish single. They listen to like music that's like electronic and dark and
Right.
rock music to this day. Like they all see the Crow like as a rite of passage. Like they get passed down from like their older siblings and even their parents, and they're like, "Hey, you want to watch something cool? You like Halloween stuff, right? You like watch this." So they know what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Then when they see this, they already have a frame of reference to like say that's not what it is. if you're gonna like change something, it's like you better make sure it's cooler than the original,
Yeah.
at least.
I mean, there was nothing to change about the. You know, let me stop because I'm not. I'm gonna get into a rant, and then this stream gonna turn into
And they'll
6
be
hours.
like, "Well, it's a different vibe," and it's like, how come like you got to change the Crow, but then they don't change like Jenna Ortega's in Wednesday. They don't change the Addams Family, you know, like drastically that far. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what the only change they gave her was like she's like got some psychic powers or something. But like the Addams Family still look like the Addams Family, okay? But the Crow can't have a look like that sustains itself, a vibe,
You gotta see.
an
You gotta
aesthetic.
see that scene where he trying to fight people in the car, bro. Like, oh my gosh, bro, you gotta find it. I'm not gonna play here because, for all I know, they're probably trying to like, I don't know. I don't even know how people react to stuff on here without like getting a strike. But, yeah, the scene is pretty bad. I saw it and I was like, yeah, nah. I mean, I didn't need to see that scene anyway because the trailer was bad enough. But I wonder how it's gonna
Psychic
review.
powers. They have Wednesday Matilda. No, I don't think she has power. I think she just has psychic. She sees the future or something. I think it's.
Oh, okay.
I watched it too. I just don't remember like. But I know she wasn't like like I don't think she was pushing shit around. I don't think I don't remember.
Mm.
It might have happened, but I don't think so. Alpha Proto says so. Gen Z is all about drugs. Maybe
Apparently.
he's a victim of the opioid crisis, guys. He's a victim of the fentanyl crisis, guys.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. Okay.
Power 900 says, I thought the Addams Family were Hispanic now.
Well,
Well, they still had the same clothes as the Addams Family, you know.
I guess if they looked the part.
They still wearing the same outfit, you know.
I didn't see the show personally, but I heard people liked it.
Yeah, they liked it. Gomez Adams was he was Raul Julia in the original movie. So I mean not the original movie, but the original movie.
Yeah.
Well, the movie they made. I don't know. There was Gomez Adams in the old black and white TV show. That was Sean Astin. He was in this one. Gomez Adams is what's that guy's name? He's that dude. He's in all those movies. He's like in every movie. How do I remember him? He's in Boogie Nights. He's in Carlito's Way, Saying Carlito, let's kill him, who's that guy? Yeah. He was in Bad Boys for Life. He's in everything, actually.
Man, I'm trying to Bad Boys for Life. Man.
I used to know his name by heart. I don't know. I can't. I have no brain fart or something, and I shouldn't because that guy's like famous. I look it up now. No, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Louis something. I'm gonna look it up.
All right.
It sucks. Louis Guzman.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I should have known that. I was close. I got the first name. But Jenna Ortega is a star. Beetlejuice is coming back. They didn't mess with Beetlejuice. They didn't have Beetlejuice with a mullet and a
no,
and a
you're
fade.
right.
They didn't do that. I mean, it helps that the actor's still alive and still, but like they, Spider-Man, he don't got a mullet. Like,
There's something they just wanted to mess with the Crow.
I mean, the look was already figured out. I mean, that wasn't the problem. The problem is that the sequels have bad scripts. You should work on that. Like, the look is pretty much, settled for the most part. Like certain things, I guess you could do. Like, if you want to give him more cool ridges on his jacket or something, or like some cool Gothic designs on the back of his jacket, like some Devil May Cry Dante coat or something in black, that could be kind of legit. But other than that, like, nah, he's pretty good. Like
There wasn't
this
much
was
that could have been improved upon.
yeah. Alpha Proto says the Addams Family is based on a comic, so it's a comic book movie, right? I guess so. Comic strip? Yeah.
Comic strip movie, I guess.
It's a comic movie, I guess. I would say so. What is the best anime movie adaptation?
Anime movie adaptation?
Anime to live action. I don't really know. You know, in Japan they make them, but haven't seen them. But in America they've tried. It ain't Dragon Ball Evolution, okay?
The Edge of Tomorrow count?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I know that's very changed. Like the characters have changed.
And I think it was a novel first, and then they did a manga, and then they did the movie.
Okay.
So I guess it was technically a novel first, but you know, maybe.
I mean, I like Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, sure.
I first said Edge of Tomorrow is Korean.
It's Korean.
Oh,
right. And then Battle Angel, Alpha Proto says. Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That makes sense, actually.
They're not going to make a part 2, I guess. They'll never find out what happened.
Why did Hage say?
What did he say?
He said Luis Guzman is the ugliest dude around. Damn. I guess on the stream don't mention Danny Trejo around around Hage. He might see.
That dude was in everything, man.
Yeah.
He's cool. I like Luis Guzman. He's cool people. Alpha Porter says I met Danny Trejo at a con. Short guy. They filmed him to look big.
Really? I didn't know he was short.
Yeah. I mean, I saw him in that video that came out on TMZ where he was like fighting some people. Remember, he was like fighting. They threw like water balloons at his car or something, and then he went out to fight like these other Mexican guys in the street or something. And then he looked short there, but I was like, well, maybe I was like, because he's older, maybe he was shrinking or something, but maybe he was always kind of short. To film people to look big. The new Alien movie's coming out.
I forgot about that.
I guess I just saw the trailer and it looks. I guess they're just making it just a horror movie. Like I
mean, the trailer didn't really look bad. It just
like the filming and the set design looks like an Alien movie, like legit or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess there's no real story except like, you know, they're on the ship and the alien is there and they gotta flee it and they don't understand what it is, and then it's a big mystery.
Same as the original.
Why do I have a stomach ache? Oh, and then it pops out of the chest and all this. And I guess he just found out a grosser way for it to come out of the chest, and he found the grosser kills, you know, to keep up with the modern, you know, today's audience of like they're used to more gore and it's by a horror director. The guy did Don't Breathe and all this. So he's probably like collected a grab bag of kills and scares.
Oh, I'm sure.
And that'll be the movie, I guess. Like, well, I guess like any attempt to like broaden the mythology and science of the Alien movies have not, and the lore hasn't really like popped off in recent years.
Yeah.
So I guess they're just like, just make a horror movie with the alien and maybe it'll make money, you know.
Yeah.
Put some teenagers in it or something, or young people, 20-year-olds. They look young too. They're like kids.
So
guys,
I've successfully semi-created line art for, I guess, what would be a complete piece. I didn't mean to do like no complete version of any like Gotenks, but here he is.
Go Tanks. Go Tanks.
Oh wait, hold
Go.
on. He's missing part of his hairline. Give me a second. Do, do, do,
Gotta give him a shape up.
do.
Get him with a supercuts hairline.
I don't know. He got the. Gotenks has a silly hairline. Like he has the beginning of what would be Vegeta's hairline, which makes no sense to me. But I'm like, why would Trunks impart Vegeta's hairline into the mix? Of whatever.
It's looking good.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna color this one for sure. So stay tuned to this channel, of course, for future live content. We'll be putting out
Right.
some some regular videos here as well, commentary videos that you would see here on live and stuff like that.
Also, if y'all would do us a solid, like the video if you
Yeah,
haven't already. It
yes,
helps us in the
please.
algo. Subscribe to the channel, get the notifications. They are sending out the notifications. It's
Yep.
like it's amazing. It's pretty cool. Like I mean, like some people they're saying they're getting them, and that's great. Like hopefully this trend continues. Check out Red a Cyberpunk Fairytale on redcombook.com, you
.com.
know. Peep the 88-page graphic novel experience. It's an experience. Okay.
And if you stay tuned to Digital Art Right, we'll have some stuff about our projects, read and otherwise, on there as well. So stay tuned for that on both accounts. All right, y'all. It's been cool. We will see you next week. We'll see what the weekend holds for us as far as I don't know,
Yes. We're gonna
chaos. It'll either
right.
be somebody will mess up another IP or World War III or whatever it is. I can't count anymore.
Sean, you ready to fight in World War III? Okay. You
Yeah,
ready to put
born
down the
born.
put down the Apple Pencil and pick up the M16 and
Yeah.
fight in the global wars for whatever the Satanic World Order or something. You ready to fight? You ready to fight?
For these clowns right now.
Yeah, I heard they can draft women now. I heard that's like the new thing they put up. So,
From what
ladies,
age
get
to
ready
what
for that.
age? Wait, had they made it into
18.
law?
I don't know. I think they were talking about it. No, it's like they're so under the radar. Like I swear I haven't gotten a confirmation. Like it was in the
I didn't
news. It's
hear
saying
about it
that it
though.
was a proposal. They all they gotta do is sign some bill like the NDA or something, and then it's gonna happen. But like I don't know if it was secretly removed. I know like some Congress people were like, "I will never let that happen to my daughter," and then they're trying to get it out of there. But if not, I don't know. I guess any ladies in the chat, they're gonna be doing some push-ups or something, and some military dude screaming at him like Full Metal Jacket.
Oh man. Oh man. That's a mess. Well, did you, I don't know.
Alpha Brother says he's aged out. Red 2 when? Soon. Soon,
Yep.
and you're gonna see some cool stuff
Yep.
before that. Even before Red 2. You know. We gotta get them prepped for Red 2. Okay.
Thankfully, Red will not be drafted. You know what I'm saying?
Red was not drafted, no.
Yeah. Maybe she should be.
Red did sign up though to
She did.
with in a program in the military
Yeah.
base program. That's where she learned her, formal fighting training.
Right.
But no, there was no draft at that time.
No.
But all that will be revealed. All that will be, we're gonna get into all the stuff in Red 2, the Canis Corporation. You're gonna see Jack again. You're gonna see a lot of action. It's very violent.
Yeah, I couldn't stop this man, y'all.
It's very violent.
He's giving you all the goods.
Like I didn't make the book with like the modest sense. I didn't read like anything of any American comics of today's times. Like I kind of just forgot. I went on another timeline and just created like this current timeline didn't exist and saw what happened.
Right.
So hopefully you will enjoy that. In order to do that, you have to live outside of the bubble. You can't watch Velma and make this book, okay? So that's why I didn't watch it. So
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't advise either.
that's the brain what will happen, and then I don't know what's gonna happen to the comic. I don't know.
Yeah.
The drawings will suddenly, I don't know, see red changing. Who will raise the children if the women fight? This is true. I don't know.
Nobody. The state.
Nobody.
The state.
AI. AI will raise the children.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick's AI programs will
Oh my gosh.
raise the children. You know, iPad kids. You know, he's gonna raise them all on the giant iPad. It's crazy.
Ridiculous. Anyway, y'all, gonna head up out of here. We will see you next week. Until then, everyone stay safe and stay creative and all of that good stuff. All right.